Welcome. I am Natalie Bright, and I am assisting the De Soto Chamber of Commerce and the Public Policy Council today with conducting these interviews. I am here with Danny Lane, who is a candidate for the City Council at Large in De Soto. I am also with the Johnson County Public Policy Council, and we developed these questions collectively to focus on business and community issues. But Danny, before I get into these questions, I would like to provide an opportunity for you to tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're choosing to run for the De Soto City Council at Large.
Well, I've lived in this community ever since kindergarten on through high school, and then left to go to the University of Kansas. And I'm a city councilman now, and I've been one for 8 years. And before that, I was a planning commissioner. And my heart's in De Soto, and I love De Soto. And I'm really happy about the things that are going on, and the growth and the changes. And I think it's all great. And I just feel that it's my responsibility to give back to De Soto. So that's it.
Well, thank you, Danny, for giving us a little background on why you're running. And if you're ready, we're going to move into those question and answer section.
Sure.
And first question I have is, what are your top 3 policy issues?
Well, it would be truth, trust, and transparency in the city government transactions, because I like everybody to make sure they know what's going on.
Well, I love that. That's great. Okay. So what are your views on the value that De Soto citizens receive for their local tax dollars? And what changes, if any, would you propose to the budget?
Oh, okay. Well, as part of the governing body, our job is to ensure that citizens receive the best bang for their buck, or the services possible for their tax dollars. And as the city has experienced prudential growth, and will be becoming increasingly important that we ensure the balance that people expect.
Well, that's great. Okay, so over the past few years, you just mentioned this, the City of De Soto's development has dramatically increased, especially with the announcement of Panasonic. How would you help continue this high quality growth in De Soto? And what role, if any, do you believe the city should play in economic development to bring jobs and capital investment to De Soto?
Well, we need to closely monitor our infrastructure and our services that we provide for the community, and make sure they're in proper balance, and make sure that we have adequate staffing and availability, and to keep our technology up to date too. And as long as we get that balance, and that with the services and everything, and keep them in proper balance, we can closely monitor all of that, so that our infrastructure keeps up with the services that we provide.
Well, Danny, that's great. I understand that some citizens have stated the economic growth is devaluing De Soto's small town values. Do you feel that the growth diminishes the community values? Why or why not?
Oh, goodness. I really don't feel, not at all, that the growth is inevitable. Is inevitable. It's going to occur, and I don't feel that we necessarily lose that small town survivability, and the people and their attitudes are what make up our town and make it a great place to live. So I don't think we really lose that small town value just because of our growth.
Okay, the next question is,
Okay.
What do you think are the 3 greatest opportunities or challenges for the De Soto community in the next 10 years? And how do you want to capitalize on those?
Well, I think our 3 major things that we want to do: water production and sales, to ensure that our citizen costs keep low, And that will also attract new businesses as with our water and managing growth with strategic planning and development. And I think that's number two. And then the importance of also our parks and our trails and our outside activities and the activities to enhance the quality of life for our citizens in town, like our ball fields and all of our improvements to the playgrounds and the parks. And I think that's very important for the citizens of town. So that would be probably the three things. But number one is water production, because we're planning on selling that. And I don't know if many people know, but we've doubled the size of our water plant and also our wastewater production. And so with that doubling the size of that, of course, we doubled the size of our town too. And I don't know if people realize that we need these things to survive and to do the production and sell water to keep our taxes low and to try to help that out. So I guess that answers that.
Yeah, it does. Okay, last question. What do you
Yeah.
believe most distinguishes you from your opponents in this race, making you the best suited to continue to serve?
Well, I think it's really because I've been with government for throughout the years, and and I maintain the water rights for De Soto and transparency agreements that made that more interesting to the public, where they can understand it better, and educating the public. And we also had a bad problem when we first come on board, that we just didn't have the internet that we needed throughout the town. And to get the information out to the people, that's a big thing. And people rely so much anymore on internet. And so we had to get that brought up to standards. And we finally started reaching that. We still have unserved areas, but we're still working on that. And I think that's very important that we still keep that in mind. So I think that's probably answers most of that.
Well, Danny, on behalf of the Johnson County Public Policy Council and the De Soto Chamber, thank you so much for participating today. We appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to participate. Do you
Oh,
have
it's been my
any
pleasure,
closing
Natalie.
statements? Any closing statements that you want to make before we wrap up?
Okay, yeah, I would appreciate the votes from the citizens, and I'll continue to do my best and live up to their expectations. I'm very confident that together we can make great things happen for our community, even though it is scary when a town grows. And I understand they're concerned, and traffic situations and all of our infrastructure that's changing. But the people is what we want to keep first in mind. And I think I can do that as a city councilman. So anyway, thank you, Natalie.
Well, thank you very much, Danny. This concludes our interview for the De Soto City Council at-large position. For more information about candidates, candidate forms, or interviews, as well as advanced voting details, please visit www.votejoco.com. Also, please share this valuable voter resource with colleagues, families, and friends. On behalf of the De Soto Chamber of Commerce, thank you to everyone for taking advantage of this important opportunity to learn about the candidates. Danny, best of luck to you in your campaign.
Okay, well, thank you very much for this opportunity. And you take care, Natalie.
Thanks so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Danny.